Good evening, all of you, and welcome once again to our online classes. And today I'm going to discuss with you all the poetic devices for the poem which we have discussed up to now. That is, My Mother at 66 and Keeping Quiet. So there are two poems, and for these two poems, I have written the poetic devices which are used, which are implemented in this poetry. So, first one. At this column, you can see the poetic devices which are utilized, which are implemented for My Mother at 66, and here you can find the poetic devices which are used in Keeping Quiet. So the first poetic device that is used in My Mother at 66 is simile. Or you all know that what a simile is. Simile is a comparison between two different objects or thing taking one characteristic in common. So in simile, we make comparison taking one characteristic in common, and the comparison should be between two different things, and using like and as. As you can see the examples, ashen like that of a corpse. So the word used here is like. So this like will help you to identify which poetic device has been used here. And the second example is as a late winter's moon. So in this example, the word is used as. So these two are the examples of simile used in My Mother at 66. So it is recommended, or it is advisable to you, that you all know how to identify a poetic device. But in case if you find it difficult to identify a poetic device, that what alternative you have in front of you. So that alternative is very simple. The alternative is that you must by heart or learn these poetic devices, or by heart or learn these examples where these poetic devices are used. It is as simple as that. So the next poetic device which is used in this poem My Mother at 66 is personification. Personification has been used here, and the example for personification here is trees sprinting. Trees sprinting, and as you all know very well, what does sprinting mean? What is the meaning of sprinting? Sprinting means running fast. So here the poet is saying that the trees are running fast. I have already explained it to you in the poetic devices section, that trees sprinting, which means that the trees are running fast in opposite direction. And here the poet has treated these trees, non-living objects, as living, and that is why this is an example of personification. Now the next example is metaphor. So where this metaphor is used and how it is used. Marry children spilling out of their homes. This poetic device or this example is very difficult to understand, and to understand this example you need to understand this word. You need to know the meaning of this word. What does this word spilling means? Spilling means coming out of a vessel. It is used for a liquid substance coming or falling out of a vessel when it is filled up to its maximum capacity. So here the poet is trying to say that the children are coming out of their homes in large numbers. They are coming out of their homes in large numbers, and they are falling out as water. They are falling out of their homes, they are coming out of their homes as water. So the poetic device that is used here is metaphor. And metaphor, you all know, once again, a comparison between two different things without using like and as. As you can see in this example, no like and as has been used in this example. Simply marry children spilling out of their homes. So the poet is identifying here, the poet is noticing or giving emphasis on the manner in which the children are coming out of their homes, which means that the children are coming out of their homes like water coming out of a vessel when it is filled up to its maximum capacity. Now next is apostrophe. Now this poetic device is only used once in all the poem or in the whole poetry section of your literature. Only once, apostrophe. But I will definitely tell you the meaning and the usage of apostrophe when we talk to someone that is not not direct or not direct character of that particular story or direct character of that particular prose or a poem, then we use apostrophe. You can understand this example simply. It is as simple as that, or it is similar to that of prayers which you make to God. So the prayers which you make to God, you make some indirect contact to God to make your prayers heard by God. So apostrophe, which means that when you communicate with someone that is not the direct object or not the direct character of that poem or prose. So the single poetic device that has been used in this poetry, in the poetry section, and the example is see you soon, Amma. Now the last poetic device used in My Mother at 66 is repetition. Repetition, and you know it very well that what is the meaning of repetition? Repetition means that where the words and the phrases are repeated. Words and phrases are repeated. Same words and phrases are repeated. So the example is smile and smile and smile. So now we shall discuss the poetic device which are used or devised in the second poem, that is Keeping Quiet. The first example, once again, repetition, and what example has been used to describe repetition in Keeping Quiet. The example is without rush, without engines. First example, without rush, without engines is the first example of repetition used in Keeping Quiet. And the next example, the second example is wars without gas, wars without fire. So you can see that the phrase has been repeated. The phrase has been repeated again and again. Here, without rush. So the word without has been repeated. Without rush, without engines. Wars with gas, wars with fire. So this is the example of repetition. Next is alliteration. Alliteration, example of alliteration. You know very well what an alliteration is. Alliteration is repetition of initial consonant sound. When a word is repeated with the same consonant, as you can see in this example, sudden, strangeness. Sudden starts with S, strangeness starts with S. So both the words are starting with same consonant alphabet, and that is why this is an example of alliteration. Sudden, strangeness, and the next example is hurt hands. Once again we see that the consonant the consonant alphabet has been repeated in both the words. And what is that consonant alphabet that has been repeated? The consonant alphabet is heard. H for heard and H for hands. So this is alliteration. Next example is symbol. Now symbol, you all know that what a symbol is and what is the definition of symbol. So we represent an object or a thing. We represent an object or a thing in symbol. For example, fisherman. You have already seen the explanation. You have already heard the explanation of Keeping Quiet. That fisherman and salt gatherer are the symbols which are used. And what is the thought that they are conveying? As according to the definition of symbol, that we use particular object or thing that is natural or artificial or man-made or living or dead. So we use objects natural or artificial, living or dead to convey a particular thought. So what thought has been conveyed here by the means of fisherman? Fisherman is conveying the thought that we all must work for the betterment of mankind. So this is the symbol that has been used, and same is the case with salt gatherer. The symbol of salt gatherer has been used here once again in the same manner that the salt gatherer is also working for the betterment of environment and the well-being of all the living organisms. And the next symbol that has been used here is the earth. So the symbol is the earth. So the earth or the Mother Earth that nurtures everything. Mother Earth that nurtures everything. So what symbol it is providing or it is giving here, what thought it is conveying here is that the earth is the ultimate source, from which or from where we get resources. So this is the symbol that has been used. Now next is personification. Personification has been used here. The earth can teach us. So as I have told you that teaching is an ability of a living person, but the earth is not a living identity. It is a non-living identity, but it refers to a living form. The earth here in this example refers to a living form where the earth has the ability to teach someone. But on the contrary, as an example, we all know that earth can never or cannot teach anyone, because teaching is a skill that is pursued by a living identity. It is a pursuit, it is a process that can be pursued by a living identity. But here in this case, the earth is teaching everyone. So this is the example of personification, where non-living identity, the earth, has been treated as living identity, or it has been given that ability to teach someone, like a teacher, like a living being or a human being. So this is called personification. So this is we are up to the poetic devices which are used or implemented in these two poetries. In these two poetry, first one is My Mother at 66 and Keeping Quiet. So you all make a note of these poetic devices. You can note down these poetic devices in your fair notebook. And as I have told you that I will provide you title, I will provide you the theme, and I will provide you the complete summary of the poem and the proses which are in your syllabus. But you need to wait for some time, because I am arranging for those notes for you. They are already prepared by me. They are handmade notes which are prepared by me, but I have to gather those, I have to collect those notes from the school whenever I will get back to school. So till then, what you have to do is you need to complete these poetic devices in your fair notebook and try to learn them. Not learn them, try to identify what sort of poetic device has been used in this particular statement. You must learn how to identify a particular poetic device. As you all know that it is very simple. There are only 13 or 14 poetic devices which I have taught to you. So it is very easy, but if you find it difficult to identify at this phase, then you can by heart them. You can learn them by heart. When the classes will resume, then I will teach you in detail. So I hope that you all have understood these poetic devices which are used in these two poetry, that is My Mother at 66 and Keeping Quiet. So with this I sign off. Thank you. Goodbye.